Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. At 78, ABBA's Benny Andersson finally confirms what we thought all along. For decades, Benny Andersson has remained a cornerstone of the music industry, not just as a member of the legendary group ABBA, but as a composer, producer, and storyteller in his own right. Fans around the world have long speculated about the source of his enduring creativity and the secret behind his lasting bond with music, even after all these years. And now, as he enters his 78th year, Benny has opened up in a way that has truly surprised and touched fans everywhere. In an intimate interview recorded at his countryside retreat just outside Stockholm, Benny spoke candidly about the journey that began in the early 70s and how, even after global fame, the most fulfilling part of his life has been something entirely different. People often think it was the stages, the applause, the tours. But for me, it was always the quiet moments at the piano, just me and the notes. That's where the truth always lived, he said with a warm smile. He confirmed what many fans had long suspected, that despite the glitz of ABBA's heyday, he never truly left behind the humble roots of a boy who simply loved making music. I used to worry that the magic would fade one day. But it never did. It just changed form. That passion, Benny revealed, never waned. In fact, it only deepened over time. He spent the last several years composing music just for himself, unbothered by charts or expectations, and enjoying the pure act of creating. But the big moment came when Benny finally confirmed what fans have whispered about for years, that a large part of ABBA's most iconic melodies came to him not through planning or strategy, but in spontaneous bursts, usually during quiet walks or while cooking. I'd be chopping vegetables and suddenly hear the chorus in my head. I'd rush to the piano and play it before it vanished, he shared, laughing. That's how Dancing Queen began. Not in a studio, but in a kitchen. He also opened up about his relationship with his bandmates, particularly Bjorn Ulvaeus. Their creative bond, often compared to that of Lennon and McCartney, has remained strong even through life's many turns. We don't always talk every day, but when we do, it's like no time has passed, Benny said. There's a connection that doesn't need constant maintenance. It just is. One of the more touching parts of the interview was when Benny talked about his family. His grandson Leo, now 22, has inherited the family's musical talent and recently collaborated with him on a piano suite inspired by the changing seasons of Sweden. Hearing him play something we wrote together, that was better than any award, Benny said, clearly moved. And though many thought the 2021 reunion album Voyage might be the final note from ABBA, Benny hinted there may still be music left to share. There are melodies in my head that haven't found their home yet. When the time is right, maybe they will. So what has kept Benny Andersson going all these years? It turns out the answer is simple: joy. Music has always been my way of making sense of the world. As long as I can still hear melodies in my mind, I'll keep playing. At 78, Benny hasn't slowed down. He's just chosen a quieter path, one filled with meaning, legacy, and love for the craft. And with this latest revelation, fans everywhere feel a little closer to the man behind the music.